So what's up, good people? Doing my daily stroll as I always do, once a day, early in the morning, when the temperatures are cool, taking in nature, just taking in the Creator's creation, and just thinking at the same time. You know, we have teachers that are quitting schools, finding other jobs due to the fact that a lot of these kids are not teachable. This is what I'm hearing. The classroom has gotten to a point to where pretty much it's out of control. And a lot of these kids looks like me, looks like you. And being one that came up in a single parent home without a father figure around, which my mother did as much as she could and the best she could to make sure that we didn't go without. But as a kid, one thing I've always missed and I knew that I lacked was that father figure. There was times that I even wrote letters, and I always had that great hope of one day my dad was gonna walk through that door and say, "I'm home." I was gonna run and jump in his arms like, "Man, Dad, I'm glad you're home." Never happened. This was my desire the whole time as an adolescent coming up to a teenager. Which again, my mom did as much as she could to try to teach us the difference between right and wrong, good and evil, things to that nature. But again, as a boy, not even just being a boy, some young girls, without that father figure in the household on a regular basis, I was lost. There was a lot of stuff that I did in the past that I'm not really happy of. And I can truly say, I knew I would have been more better off if I had the guidance of a male figure. So I said that to say that I even, once I became a dad, with my first child, pretty much did the same thing my dad did. Because you know why? I didn't know how to be a man. I didn't know how to be a father. I just like girls. And I was into girls, and sure enough, me and my girlfriend had a baby. Love my baby to death. She's grown now, but I love her to death. But I wish I would have done it the right way. But this is because I didn't know. And I say all this to say, in order to win our kids back, in order to bring our children up like they need to be brought up, we got to get the household back in check. The household is going to have to become a two-parent household. Yeah, I'm sure there's going to be some rebuttal against this. Sure it will, but that's cool. But again, until we as parents or adults take the time and wait for the right person, wait for the man with the right intentions, or wait for the woman with the right intentions, our children are going to continue to behave the way they're behaving. You do the research. A lot of this is stemming from single parent homes. And we as adults making bad choices feel that we rather have a piece of woman than have no woman, or a piece of man than have no man. And in reality, that's not even your soulmate. It's not even your soulmate. But because he smells good, or he's tall, and he handsome, and he has this and has that, we allow this individual, or allow her into our life without any true commitments. So I say, until we as adults take the time and consider a healthy household, a healthy household, we're going to continue to see our kids behaving where they're behaving. And let me say this here. My boys, I'm proud of my boys, because my boys are doing exactly what they've seen. Sure enough, later in life, I finally got it right. And been married, almost 18 years now. Her kids, my kids. But our kids have witnessed a two-parent household. They have witnessed how I carry myself in my marriage. They have witnessed, my daughters as well, have witnessed how my wife carries herself in a marriage, to where now they have some idea of what marriage looks like, what family looks like. So until we set the narrative, make the narrative, our kids are just going to be the best that they know how. Even though if that means that they're missing out on a lot. So again, in order for us to be better, we have to do better. We have to change the way we think. We have to change the way we see things. We have to change the way we behave, in order to see our culture. And that's directly is to our culture. No one's coming to save us until we save ourselves. Just want you guys to know that. There's no handouts. It starts with us. And until we do us, it's going to be a vicious cycle. I know we can. We just need to do it. It's your brother by another mother. Deuces.